So today is going to be kind of a different video. Instead of glitches, I'm going to move on to something a little better. So, with that being said, I had a question in mind. At what level does a pal need to be to one-shot all of the tower bosses? But as you guys know, the max level that we can get for a pal right now is level 65. So that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? But I did some digging and I found a little workaround. But without revealing too much, let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT to choose a pal for us before we begin anything else. Alright, so we got Relaxor's Lux. Not bad, not bad. I mean, he's not the strongest character in the game, but I think we can work with that. So I did some behind the scenes grinding, and I was able to obtain some pretty strong versions of the Relaxor's Lux. So let's go ahead and just take a look at them. So what exactly is a strong pal though, before we even get into it? We can see that we have a level 65 Bashigore. He has 3100 attack power, 3187. Cool. That's pretty strong, right?
No.
Or maybe even the Shadowbeak. He's at 3565. That's stronger.
It's not enough.
Or maybe even Belenoir Libero. She's at 3760.
It's not enough.
Now, in my opinion, that's pretty strong, but I don't think that's going to be enough to one-shot most of the tower bosses. So as you can see, we have a level 1 Relaxor's Lux. You know what? Just because, why not? Now you're going to see that for each level the Relaxosaurus is, he's going to have one condensed level, and his skills are going to reflect the number of his level. So for example, Cross Lightning is number 1, and Poison Fog is number 0. That's just because there's only one level 1 active skill. So if we don't find the exact number, we'll just either round up or down to whatever we can find. So now we move on to a level 35 Relaxor's Lux. On screen, we can only show that he has a level 4 condensation. That's just because of the UI. It can't show that he is a level 35 in the condensation bar.
No shit!
But he is. So then for active skills, he has Wind Cutter, Ice Missile, Poison Blast at level 30, just because there's no level 35. So from here, you get the gist, right? At level 35, he has 2,396 attack power. Now at level 70, he jumps up to 11,000. Now this isn't just any level 70. His IVs are also level 70. So his IVs also reflect his powers. So now we move on to level 105. That was a crazy jump right there from 11,000 to 33,000 attack. Next is going to be 140, goes up to 74,000 attack. And then from here, we go up to level 175, which is at 144,000 attack. We finally broke the 100,000 mark. And the next one is 210, which brings it to 252,000 attack power. That is insane. But from here, we have two more to go. The second to last one is a level 255 Relaxor's Lux with an attack power of 451,000 attack. That is insane. But you're going to see that he only has one active skill, and that's Implode. So if we take a look at the skill Implode, it risks its life to cause a violent explosion, becomes incapacitated afterwards. So if he can't one-shot a boss with this move, we'll have one more Relaxor's Lux that is a little stronger than this one. And that is going to be this level 255 Relaxorus with 1 million attack power. So I wonder, will we even need to use this much power? There's only one way to find out. Let's get started. So first place we want to go to is the Rain Syndicate Tower entrance. This one is going to be the easiest tower boss there is. So now that we're here, we're going to start with a level 1 Relaxorus Lux. It's not going to do much, but I just want to show this as a baseline test to see what we are up against. And one thing that I did forget to mention in the beginning, instead of just doing the tower bosses like any other, we are going to be doing the hard version, just to make it a little harder. So let's go ahead and just enter. We don't need to see this, let's just go ahead and skip it. Okay, so, you know, the Syndicate Crusher, he's pretty strong, right? So let's just go ahead and call out our Relaxors, just to see what it can do, or what it can't do, realistically. Doesn't seem to be doing any damage, and he's dead. Okay, well, let's just move on to the next one. That was a bust. So poor level 1 Relaxor's Lux didn't do much damage. But as you can see, just from defeating that boss, he gained 45 levels. So that's not bad. But let's go ahead and place him back in the PAL box. Now let's just go ahead and grab the level 35 Relaxors just to see if he can do anything. But I don't think he can. Now once again, we want to do the hard mode and join in like normal. Now, from here, let's go ahead and take it out. I don't think he's going to one-shot it, but I do think that he is going to be able to beat it. Well, if he can hit it, that's for sure. Okay, he doesn't seem to be doing much. Yeah, he definitely cannot beat it. But let's just wait till he dies. Well, you know what? Maybe let's not wait, or else I'm going to die. Well, that was a bust. He didn't die, but he didn't kill it either. Or even damage it for that sake. So let's go ahead and move on to a level 70 Relaxors. Now, I do believe this one will be able to do some damage, but I don't know if it will one-shot him. Let's do hard mode and hop in. Okay, let's see what this one can do. Okay, I mean, it's doing some damage, but it's definitely not doing enough damage. It might actually be able to beat this one, though, without dying. Okay, so this one is definitely going to be able to beat the boss, but this is not what we want. This is taking way too long, and it's not really what we have in mind. So, let's go ahead and just grab another one. Okay, well, level 70 didn't do much. I thought it was going to do a lot more damage, but it barely did anything. Let's go ahead and put him back. Now, let's just grab level 105. Let's try again, see if this one is any better. Okay, we're in. Let's see what this can do. Okay, not much. It definitely hurts it, that's for sure. But this is not going to be... Wow. Okay, that one was a crazy amount. But that's not what we want to see. So let's just go ahead and just leave here. Now, the 105 Relaxors beat the boss. It did a good amount of damage, but it's not what we're looking for. We're looking for one-shot damage. So let's grab the 140. Now, this one goes from a 33,000 to 74,000. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and do the regular boss battle without it being the hard mode. Let's see how much easier this is. Alright, so he only has 30,000 health. That's actually really weak. Like, he can barely do any damage to me. So, whatever. Let's see what this guy can do. See, now that is what we're looking for. That was kind of crazy. And she seems to be...
I'm dying. Help me.
Okay, now that is what we're looking for, but just on hard mode. Now, if we were to do this in easy mode, then I wouldn't even be able to showcase a level 255. So that's why we're doing it on hard mode. But anyways, let's go ahead, start up hard mode, and see what we can do. Alright, we're in here. Let's see if this guy has any effect. Okay, that was almost half of it. It's not exactly what we were looking for, but that was pretty good. So each time we level up, we're getting a little bit closer to be able to one-shot all of these bosses. So I had an idea mid-battle, and I think honestly this is going to work a little better. I want to try something out. So since Grizzbolt is an electric type pal, I want to see if we use a ground type skill, maybe we'll be able to one-shot him like that. So this is the same 140 Relaxors that we just used, but now instead of just random skills, we are going to use the skill that has the most effectiveness on Grisbolt. So let's see if that is any different. Alright, let's try this once again. Oh, that one was really close, but it just wasn't enough. And then of course he has his regular basic attack. It was really close, but it just wasn't close enough, unfortunately. So let's just go ahead and put him back and grab a level 175 with 144,000 attack power. Now, I think for the rest of this, I am only going to use one skill attack because realistically speaking, if we only want to one-shot a boss, we only need one skill. So instead of him having a dark skill and an electric skill, I am going to just keep the ground skill because that is what works best with Grisbolt. And then over time with the other bosses, I am going to use whatever element type is better to beat them. So now that we have him in the party, let's go ahead and do this hopefully one more time. I think this time we should be able to beat the hard boss. Now hopefully, there we go. That is exactly what we want. Just one shot, one kill. That was insane and kind of crazy. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. For the hard version of Grisbolt, you would technically need a level 175 Relaxaurus to one-shot him. So the next one we want to go ahead and go to is Lily and Lyleen, which is at the Tower of Free Pal Alliance over here. Okay, so now that we're over at Lily and Lyleen, we have our 175 level Relaxaurus Lux with a fire skill, since that is the element that is most effective against a grass type like Lyleen. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull him out, see what he can do. Alright, perfect, just like that. Alright, so we're done with that one. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Axel and Orzer at the Tower of the Brother of the Eternal Power. Pyre? Whatever. Let's go ahead and get there. Alright, so we made it over to Axel and Orzer. Now, we still have the level 175 Relaxaurus, but this time he has Diamond Rain at 160 power. And since Orzer is an electric / dragon type, ground type or ice type will work the best, so I just went ahead and chose ice type. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot these. That was easy. That was easy. Okay, perfect. Now let's see if he can do anything. Okay, I mean, that's not one shot, but he killed him pretty fast. So that didn't entirely work. So let's go ahead and change his skill to see if maybe we can get a better one that works. So this time we're just going to go ahead and use a ground type, and it's 170 power, so hopefully this one will work. Alright, let's enter, like normal. Let's take care of the other pals before we die. Oh, ooh, no. Okay. Now, let's see what he... Okay, alright, there we go. There we go, so that was pretty easy. I honestly did not think that was gonna work, but hey, it worked. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next tower boss, which is going to be Marcus and Faleris, and that's going to be at the PIDF tower entrance. Okay, so we're here at Marcus and Faleris. We have our level 175 Relaxaurus with the Aqua Surge at 160 power. Faleris is a fire type, so obviously water will be the best element to go ahead and beat him. So enough talking, let's go ahead and enter this boss fight. Alright, wow, okay, so this is a lot of troops. So I think I should be able to kill them all first without injuring the actual boss themselves. Okay, well, if I can reload, that would be great. Okay. Okay, I got most of them pretty low. Okay, so let's try to do this without dying. That is the goal. But this is gonna be pretty hard. No, don't die, don't die, don't die. Shit, I died.
You got knocked the fuck out,
Okay,
man!
well, let's try that again. Alright, I went ahead and got myself the multi-guided missile launcher. This one should be able to take care of those guys. I just have to make sure to be careful to not damage the boss. Alright, so we obviously want to get them grouped up, because them being in this... Okay, and not have this happen. Yeah, I think this is going to be the best option. Oop. It just sucks that they're always so scattered, but I think we should be okay. No, that was close. Okay. Should be able to... Oh! Okay, come on, come on, come on. No! No. If we get caught by Faleris' attack, then we're pretty much over. Come on. Please. Are you not dead yet? Crap. It's not what I wanted. Come on. Die. Okay, alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go ahead and call him out. Come on, please, please, please. Where are you? Oh. Oh, no! All that just for it to not die. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, he died, but it wasn't one shot. Ah, Lord. Okay, well, at least now we know a level 175 Relaxaurus cannot one-shot Faleris. Hard mode. Alright, let's go ahead and put him back in the PAL box, and let's grab our 210 level Relaxaurus, which is ridiculous. Alright, we have our 210 level Relaxaurus with a Geyser Rush at level 180, or power 180. So hopefully, this will be able to one-shot them. Alright, before we enter, let's just make sure that our things are reloaded, because we don't want to get in there and start getting absolutely wrecked. Okay, we should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and enter. Okay, hopefully we should be able to beat them this time, because I don't want to do this again. Just so annoying to deal with. So it's just so tricky not hitting the boss. And it sucks, like I said, that they are always like not grouped up. They're always scattered around. And then I have to deal with that. Whatever. I guess I can just shoot them. See, like when I get stuck in stuff like that, that's what really ruins everything. Oh jeez. Come on. Okay, now I just have to run for a bit. Crap. 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 Okay, can you stop? Lord almighty. Okay, okay, I think we should be good. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, go, go. Crap, no, no, no. Shit. Okay, well, whatever. As long as he didn't get the boss. Now I do have to wait though because of his cooldown skill. Crap, I really don't want to have to do this again. Crap, 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 crap. No, no, no. Okay, let me see if I can just run away for a bit. Come on. Ooh. Okay. Oh crap, he's right behind me. No, no, no. Oh no. Jesus Christ, this is so nerve-wracking. Come on. Please. Ooh, that was really close. Okay. Alright, please have the... Okay, come on. Please, please, please. Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, Jesus Christ, that was so nerve-wracking. That was so hard for no reason. Okay, alright, so we got it. We got it. That was one shot. There was multiple geysers, but only one hit it, and that one killed it. So we did it. A level 210 pal can one-shot Faleris. Oh man, I never want to do that again. Okay, so now we go on to the next tower, which is going to be Victor and Shadowbeak, and they're going to be at the PAL Genetic Research Unit Tower entrance. Jeez, that's a long name. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So we made it to Victor and Shadowbeak. we have our level 210 Relaxors with Meteor Rain, which is a dragon type skill. That's just because Shadowbeak is a dark type, so this is the most effective skill there is. Now let's make sure that our weapons are reloaded. I am not sure what kind of NPCs they're going to have here. I don't know if it's going to be regular troops or pals, but there's only one way to find out. Okay, alright, so there's nothing, I guess. Let's just go ahead and call our pal out then. Oh, nope. Okay, I mean, that was strong, but it wasn't enough to beat him, unfortunately. So I'm going to try it with a different skill, but if that doesn't work, then we're going to have to go up in level. Okay, so clearly a 210 Relaxor's Lux with Meteor Rain will not work, so we have to move up to the second to last one. And that's going to be a level 255 Relaxorus with 450,000 attack power and 3 million health. That is honestly so insane. And of course, we have the active skill Implode, which for those who don't know, it risks its life to cause a violent explosion, becomes incapacitated afterwards. So basically, it's a suicide bomber. Now, if this doesn't one-shot that boss, I don't know what will. But enough talking, let's just go ahead and get right into it once again. I'm so thankful that this boss doesn't have any NPCs or extra bosses to kill. So, let's call it out and see what it does. There's no way he doesn't die. There's just no way. Are you kidding me right now? What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. Alright, well, you know what? I know something that'll kill you. Okay, there we go. What was that? Why did that happen? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I guess we try one more time. I don't know why. Like, he didn't even take any damage. That's insane. What the heck? Okay, well, we'll just have to put him in the PAL box and wait for him to revive. Because that was so weird. There's no way that wasn't a glitch. Like, if that happens again, I'm not even gonna know what to say. Because I don't even know what to say now. How does that not even do anything? That just had to be a glitch. Like, he had to have been stuck in those tornadoes or something. Okay, let's do this again. Our Relaxorus is back in action and healthy as can be. Let's do this one more time. If this happens again, then I'm just... I don't know, we might have to move up to a different skill or something, but that was kind of crazy, to be honest. Alright, let's do this one more time. This better work. Okay, there we go. I knew that had to be a glitch because there was no way that he didn't even damage him. But there you go, a level 255 Relaxorus in one shot. Victor and Shadowbeak. Hard mode. But let's go ahead and get over to Sia and Silene, which is going to be at the Moonflower Tower entrance. So we are at Sia and Silene right now with our level 255 Relaxorus with Implode. Sia and Silene are dark type pals, so the dragon element would be best to beat them. But we're going to stick with Implode just to see if that works. So enough talking, let's go ahead and do this battle. Okay, alright, now we have some other people to take care of, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's only 4 of them. Oof, okay. Well, we have to not die. But this should be okay. Alright, that last guy is just one shot away from dying. Okay, perfect. Okay, alright. Ready? Let's do this. Let's see. Come on, you got this, Okay! That worked! I really didn't think that was going to work. Okay, cool. That was easy. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be honest. But that's alright. That's what we came here for. And for the heck of it, let's go ahead and put our pal in to revive. And let's choose a level 210 Relaxorus Lux just to see if he can beat Sia and Silene on just regular difficulty. He should obviously be able to, because this is like the hard mode is like 10 times harder, but you never know. Okay, yeah, she only has 260,000 health, so I think he should be able to. And he already has a dark skill. Oh, okay. Well, no, actually, he wasn't able to. It was close, but he had to do 2 hits to beat her. Alright, well, good to know. So I got to thinking, what if it's not actually the level that's beating Sia and Silene? What if it's the skill itself? Because the whole point of this video is to see at what level the boss or the pal is strong enough to beat the boss. But I am kind of thinking that the skill itself is beating the boss and not the level of the pal. So I have a level 65 Bashigore. He's not, in any way, shape, or form enhanced. He has regular condensation. He has level 65, regular health, regular everything. Let's just go ahead and deal with these guys real quick. They're so annoying. Every time I place the base down, they're always there. But thankfully, they're weak, so nothing to really worry about. Of course, that last one had to miss, so... Oh, okay, come on. Of course, and there's another one. Okay, alright. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, he is... Nothing of him is enhanced. He's just a regular pal that's maxed out. Now, I put on Implode just to see if it is the skill itself that's killing the boss. But let's go ahead and find out, why don't we? Okay, let's take care of these guys real quick. Ugh, of course, I forgot to reload. There's only 3? Oh, I thought there was 4. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Come on, there we go. Oh crap, I'm almost dead, I didn't even notice. Shit. Yeesh. Okay. Hold on. Quick intermission, please don't kill me. No. Crap. Oh, I didn't even reload, are you serious? Okay. Let's try this one more time without dying. No. Okay. Alright, let's see.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear!
Again, didn't do any damage. Let's try that one more time. Okay, thankfully I have a boatload of Bastigors just like that one, so I don't really have to wait. All I really have to do is just go in there and change his skill. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. Let's make sure that our missile launcher is actually reloaded, because that was stupid of me to not make sure. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Oh, come on. Quick work. Oh, okay, come on. Reload. Okay. Alright, perfect. I think they should be... Oh, no, one more. Okay, there we go. Now he should die. Or they should die, I mean. Let's see. Please don't. Okay, so it's not a glitch. I did see that her health... Is she? Why is her health still going down? Okay, so it's not a glitch. I just didn't see it the first time, but it barely did any damage. So it is the level itself that's actually killing the boss and not the skill. Okay, now that we figured that out, let's go ahead and move over to Bjorn and Bastigor. So we made it over to Bjorn and Bastigor, and we have the Relaxaurus Lux, but this time we're going to do the Fireball, since he is a ice type pal. We're going to do the Fireball. If that doesn't work, then we'll move on to the Implode. But I think that this Fireball should work. But like always, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay. Oh crap, I forgot to... Dang it, I forgot to reload. Crap, don't tell me I'm gonna die. Dang, he's strong as hell. They're strong as hell. Oh my god. Okay, okay, alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and call out our pal. I think he should be able to focus on him. Okay, perfect. There we go. That was easy. Jeez. I did not think that that was gonna work. I really thought that we were gonna have to use the enhanced version of the level 255. But I do have one more boss in mind that might put up a challenge for this Relaxaurus Lux. It's not a tower boss, and that boss in question is going to be the Xenolord Ultra boss. So instead of just the regular 255, not Xenolord, Relaxaurus, I got the fully upgraded 255. So he has max trust, he has all of the passive skills, his attack power is at 1 million. Now, will he be able to defeat this boss in one hit? I don't think so. But I do know that Xenolord is a dragon and a dark type pal, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put on the strongest ice pal, or sorry, the strongest active skill for ice elements that we have, which is going to be the double blizzard spike. Now, if this doesn't work to one-shot Xenolord, I am going to try to use the Megaton Implode. That one should be able to kill him, but there's only one way to find out. Xenolord does have a health up to about, I think, 1,000,000 and something, so I'm really not confident that he will be able to one-shot him, but like I said, if it doesn't work, then we're gonna move on to the implode skill. So we can see that he's already in there. Now all we have to do is prepare our pal and summon the boss. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Call him in. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, no, there was no way that was gonna kill him. He has almost 2 million health. I mean, he died really fast, but that did not one-shot him. Okay, so once again, we are ready to summon another Xenolord Ultra, but this time, like I said, we are going to have the strongest skill in the game. It is going to be a power 500 Megaton Implode. I think this one should be able to kill the boss, but like I've always said, there's only one way to find out. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Go ahead and summon him. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on.
It's not enough.
No! Wow, only half of his health. That is insane. That is crazy. I really thought that that was going to work. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and kill this boss before we die. So unfortunately, not even my buffed up level 255 Relaxaurus Lux wasn't able to beat Xenolord Ultra with one shot. But I'm sure there's a pal out there that could. I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you guys had just as much fun watching. If you guys want to see more of this challenge, or if you have any ideas to make this better, or if you want to see a certain pal go up against these bosses, let me know down in the comments. But that's all for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.